Hi, this is Yona from Field Teen Center, and we need to talk about the graphic novel Across a Field of Starlight by Blue Deliquanti, which is a gay sci-fi adventure full of space battles and artificial intelligence and teens piloting spaceships that are cobbled together from all kinds of parts. The story has really great representation across racial lines, across body types, across gender presentation, and also has a really nuanced political situation and some perspectives on colonization and decolonization, which I haven't really seen too often in this way in young adult fiction. You'll like this story if you liked Steven Universe for its round, cute characters and gay space politics, but wanted a little bit more meat to the space rebellion and a little bit more exploration of the politics. You'll also like this story if you enjoyed Cosmo Nights for its saturated colors and cool technology, but wanted to see more trans representation. The characters and the representation that they offer are definitely two of the greatest strengths of this story. Our protagonists are smart, resourceful, and undeterred even in the face of actual warfare. And the villains are complicated and understandable, and they actually make sense. Since Blue Deliquanti is non-binary themselves, it shouldn't be a surprise that there are a lot of non-binary and trans characters. One of our two main characters, Fasen, is non-binary, and there's also a rebel captain who's a trans man who wears a binder and talks about that. And then there's also a sergeant who is a trans woman, and she's 6 feet tall and has really obvious body hair and a beard. I have never seen that in a piece of published media before, so that's really exciting. That's also not the only kind of queer representation we get in this story. There's a scene where we have dinner at the house of a gay male couple. Our other protagonist, Lou, has the pan flag tattooed on her arm. So everybody's gay, it's great. The sci-fi in this story is also really hefty, which is so rare in young adult fiction. We're not just going, oh, look how pretty a spaceship. We're gonna talk about how that spaceship works. We're gonna talk about molecular particles. We're gonna talk about radiation and artificial intelligence. And it's a little heady. I had to read it in small doses. So if you like sci-fi, get excited because I really haven't seen many graphic novels like this, many books for teens like this, or any queer fiction that's quite like this. The only part about this story that I didn't like is honestly that I wish it were longer or that it had been broken into several books. There were a couple places where the action was a little hard for me to follow. So if you're new to graphic novels, this one is not one I would recommend starting with just because the flow of information was a little bit tricky. But I think it's worth it because the characters are really lovable and the politics are really relevant and interesting. It's asking questions about how do we work together when things get hard, and how do we create a world where there's enough for everybody no matter what. What do you think? Would you try this book out? Get in touch with us and let us know. You can DM us on Instagram, you can email us, and of course you can always visit us in person at Field Teen Center. We're located at 1901 Vine Street. We're open Monday through Friday from 1 to 5 p.m. And these hours can change from time to time. So for the most up-to-date information on our hours and any special events, be sure to check us out on our website and follow us on social media. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you find something great to read.